Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Yahweh Kakwadash, Yahweh, which is the only true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his only true name is Yahweh Shai, giving double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I've learned this truth from through the Spirit and power, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much in this lesson, Russia has targeted Ukraine, and pretty much they sent missiles to destroy the airfields, alright, and they're still going at it with this war, alright, and we know that these rumors of wars is leading and going into World War 3, alright, and it's a lot of countries going kingdom against kingdom, as the scriptures say in Matthew 24, alright, so there's going to be a lot of rumors of wars taking place, but hey, all this is fit in prophecy, alright, because Esau, Edom, alright, he wants to rule. Alright, so there's a lot of countries that's trying to rule. You got Russia, you got Japan, right? You got China, you got Turkey, right? You got all these nations, they want to rule, alright? They all want to rule, even America. America really believes after World War III that they're going to continually be on top, but they're not, because Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, he's going to set his kingdom on the planet Earth. So let's get to the scriptures, alright? And this pretty much in this lesson is going to be titled as not World War 3, but publicly paraphrasing, is going to be titled as rumors of wars, man. You know, going into Esau's blessing is the sword, Salakia. All right, so let's get some precepts in. Esau's blessing is the sword, rumors of wars, and the first precept I'm gonna start into. We're gonna start in Revelation 6 and 4. Alright. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. This is Revelation 6 and 4. It says, "And there went out another horse that was red." Khan. Who is that red horse? That's Esau, Edom. Alright, Esau, Edom is the so-called white man, all right, and the Lord gave him his blessing. His blessing is the sword, all right, and he has raped, robbed, murdered. He has conquered with that sword, all right. The Lord gave him the wisdom to create these war weapons. They gave him the technology through the Spirit, the knowledge to create these war weapons. This is why you see a lot of these countries are all battling for basically the top spot. You know, but hey, the Lord is setting all this up, all right, so he can come back and set his kingdom on the planet Earth, because that's what's going to take place. Revelation 6 and 4, it says, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth." Who took peace from the earth? Esau, Edom. He took peace from the earth, and as long as Esau's ruling, there's never going to be peace on the earth, man. All right, there's never going to be peace on the earth. This is why the prophecies are being fulfilled, so Yahweh Shai can come back and deliver his elect. And it says, "And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword." Khan, and that great sword is his blessing. Esau has his weaponry, man. Right? He has his Predator missiles. He has his nuclear missiles, the ICBMs, right? Esau has a lot of technology. All right? He has a lot of technology. His pistols, he can shoot laser beams out of the sky. The Lord gave him that type of knowledge. He got the mechanical dogs, the mechanical robots, right? Teaching the mechanical robots combat, right? Teaching them how to shoot super accurately. You know, this is the blessing that Esau has gotten. You know, all these rumors of wars is leading into World War 3, man. All right, so he had received that great sword, man. And we're going to do that, and then we're going to go into some World War III prophecies. All right, through the Spirit, Lord willing, that's his edifying. And this is Genesis 27. I'm gonna get out that Genesis right now. This is Genesis 27. Salakia, brothers. And I'll start at verse 40. This is Genesis 27. This is Genesis 27 and verse 40. It says, "And by thy sword shall thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou should break his yoke from off thy neck." Right? And when it says, "And by thy sword thou shalt live," that was meaning his blessing. All right? Esau, he received his blessing. Esau's blessing is the sword. So all you jakes out there that's using the pistols, the ARs, right, the Glocks, the Mac 10s, the Uzis, all right, the AK-47s, what's the other gun they use, the M16 rifles, right, the bulletproof vests, all that stuff is Esau's blessing, man. And you ain't gonna be able to stand up against Esau and his technology. All right, Esau has way more technology, man. That's his blessing. You as a Hebrew Israelite, you should be seeking out your power of the Lord while you still can. Because once these prophecies unfold, things is gonna take place, and things gonna fall apart. You're gonna see a lot of things fall apart on this earth, man. All right, all we have is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshai. So you wanna, seek the Lord, man, and get this truth. Because Esau's blessing is the sword. That always been his sword, man. That always been his blessing. Salakia. And I got a precept. This is let me get out that Joel real quick. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, "Proclaim yet this among the Gentiles, prepare war and wake up the mighty man." And what is this talking about? This is talking about the elect, man. All right, with the more prophecies we're bringing out, which is the mighty men, the more the mighty men are waking up. The more prophecies we bring out, the more the mighty men is waking up, which are you Israelites, man. Which says, "Wake up the mighty men," right? So the more prophecies we're bringing out, the more the mighty men are waking up, the Israelites, man. It says, "Proclaim ye," it says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up," because we're waking up the mighty men. The more prophecies we're bringing out, the more the mighty men are waking up. The more prophecies we bring out, the more these mighty men are waking up, man, which is you Israelites. Verse 10, it says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong." Now, this is America. All right, America has become weak, and these other countries have seen how weak America's become. That's why they're not signing no more peace treaties. They got rid of the Ronald Reagan treaty back in 2018, right? So these countries are seeing how weak America has become. So they're trying to go to war, and take over, and all these countries want to rule. Everybody is tired of being under Esau, man. This is why World War III is going to take place. It's going to take place. All right. This is Joel chapter 3. And, I'll read it again. Verse 10. It says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears." And it says, "Let the weak say I'm strong." Because America, they believe they strong. But they not strong. They weak. These other countries can see how weak America has become, man. Verse 11. "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, because thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord." It says, "Let the heathen be weakened," right? "And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat," which is Yahweh Shaphat, right? That's how you say it, Yahweh Shaphat, right? It says, "For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about," right? And this is pretty much the Lord doing derision from the Middle East, right? Because that's where that's going to take place at. The Lord's going to rid his derision from the Middle East, man, which we're going to lead to that World War III, man. You know, and that's where it's going to take place, man. All right. Got a precept. This is Revelation, right? Let's get this out. This is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 16. And it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, 200,000. That's 200 million nuclear missiles, man. It's in the scriptures. This is going into World War III, right? And World War III is in the Bible. For those of you that don't believe, World War III is in the Bible. Let's get it right now. This is Revelations 11. We're going to go back to Revelations 9 in a minute. But this is Revelations 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past. Yes, Khan, the second woe has passed, which was World War II, right? It says, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And now that third woe is talking about World War III, man. It's in the Bible. It's going to come to pass, all right? And it's in the scriptures, all right? Let's get back to Revelations 9. This is Revelations 9 and verse 16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. That's 200 million nuclear missiles, man. All right? 200 million nuclear missiles, man. It says, and I heard the number of them, right? 200 million nuclear missiles, man. That's that army, right? Where it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen, that's the nuclear missiles, man. 200 million nuclear missiles. How are you going to be able to stop 200 million nuclear missiles? You're not going to be able to stop that, man. All the countries are going to bomb each other. But that's fitting prophecy, all right? That's fitting prophecy. That's totally fitting prophecy, man. This is Revelations 9 and 17. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having the breastplate of fire, right? And of jackson and brimstone, all right? And the brimstone, that's talking about sulfur, gunpowder, all right? That's talking about sulfur, gunpowder, all right? That's how Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, right? With sulfur. The Lord destroyed it, right? That brimstone is talking about gunpowder, all right? Which is the sulfur. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, right? And out of their mouth issued fire, smoke, and brimstone. All right, just giving you the description of the missile, man. Right, and it says, verse 18. It says, by these three was the third part of men killed. Right, the wicked men, the evil men. Right, and by the brimstone, right, which issued out of their mouths. Verse 19. For their power was in their mouth and in their tails. Now the tails is going into the missile where they launch from, how they launch the missile, right? And it says, for their tails were like unto serpents, and heads, and with them they do hurt, right? Because they basically talking about the missile, how they launch it, how the missile is launched. It shoots in the air, you see the sparks fly from behind, which is that tail. It be a launch, right? So, hey, man, nuclear missiles is in the scriptures, man. World War III is in the Bible, and it's going to take place. All right, this is a prophecy which is due to come. And let me go to that Matthew really quick. I want to wrap that up with that. This is Matthew chapter 24. And let me go up a little bit. This is Matthew 24, and I'll start at verse 5. This is Matthew 24, verse 5. For many shall come in thy name, saying, I am Yahushua, and shall deceive many, which you have going on right now. And they shall hear of wars, right? And rumors of wars, right? And that's what we see right now, the rumors of wars. We see all these rumors of wars taking place amongst the earth, man, right? And it says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The end is not yet. So you see all these rumors of wars. We see these things taking place. We see Russia going back and forth with Ukraine, you know. We see all these other wars taking place out there in Israel, right? There's a lot of rumors of wars taking place. There's earthquakes, right? Tsunamis, all these things taking place on the earth, all right? But that doesn't mean the end is yet, but it's coming though. We don't know when, but it is coming. That's why that's why the scriptures say in, let me get that precept out too real quick. Salakia. This is, I think it's 2nd Esdras. This is 2nd Esdras 9:1, and this is what the angel said on the prophet Esdras, right? It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And that's what we're doing. So we don't know when the Lord's going to come back. We don't know when World War III is going to happen. We don't know exactly the time and the moment, but according to the scriptures, we're measuring the time diligently in itself. We're looking at the things that are taking place amongst the earth, right? We're looking at the economy, right? We're looking at the wars that's taking place out in Ukraine, that's taking place out in Israel. We're measuring the time diligently in itself. All right, the scriptures say, be ye watchmen. So we're watching and looking at these things that are taking place amongst the earth, man. All right, we're seeing these things take place. All right. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee from before. So we're measuring the time diligently in itself. So we don't know when the Lord's going to come back. We don't know when martial law and all these things are going to happen, but we can give you according to prophecy in the scriptures that it's going to take place. That's the main thing. Measuring the time diligently in itself. Looking at the things that are taking place on the earth, and you can see it. It's coming, man. The economy's all fucked up. Famine of food, right? All these things, man. The system is in trillions of dollars in debt, right? They pushing the CBDC, so we can see all these things that are taking place. That's measuring the time diligently in itself, looking at the things that are taking place on the earth. All right, that's the main thing. You don't want to be out here looking around like it's just a normal day. You got to be that watchman, man. If you're in the truth, you got to be that watchman and look at the things that are taking place on the earth, man. All right. We're gonna do with that right there. This is Matthew 24, and we're gonna go back to verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear, this is Matthew 24 and 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, so we seeing these things come to pass, the rumors of wars. All right, we seeing it, and they're increasing. They're not just once here, once there, and then it's over. No, it's continually happening. All right, it's continually happening, man. All right, and it's increasing more when it happens again. This is Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, right? You see the famines taking place, and pestilences, right, which is the plagues, and earthquakes in diverse places. We see these things taking place on the earth. We see all these things taking place on the earth. All right. We see in the famines, we see in the pestilences, right? We see in the earthquakes. All right, we're seeing these things take place. Kingdom against kingdom. It's all these countries want to rule. All these countries want to be on top. All right, Esau thinks that he's going to remain on top, but he's not. So you got Putin. He's over here doing all these. He's sending drones, Russian missiles to strike down Ukraine areas. He's starting over those wars, man. Those are those rumors of wars. But hey, they fit in prophecy, man. They're fitting prophecy. And let me get out that Jeremiah 51. Alright, let's get out that Jeremiah 51 about shot. This is Jeremiah 51 in verse 1. It says, thus saith the Lord, right? And anytime you see Lord in caps, it's talking about the Heavenly Father Yahweh. It says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon. Who is Babylon, and what is Babylon? Babylon is this place called America. Alright, and Babylon is this place called America, which is the virgin daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, modern day Egypt, modern day Rome, right? And it says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind. And that's going into the nuclear missiles, man. America is going to be destroyed in thermonuclear fire, man. This is a prophecy which will come to pass. Notice it ain't happened yet, but it's a prophecy that's going to come to pass, regardless if you believe it or not. And it says, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Talking about these foreign countries. They're going to be against America. They all going to go to war with each other. All the countries want to rule. All right? They all want to rule. And America believes after World War III that they're going to win, and they're not going to win. All right? They're not going to win. Yahweh Shai is going to come. And when Yahweh Shai comes, they're gonna go from fighting amongst each other to going up against the Lord. They're gonna try to go up against the Lord, and they're gonna lose. All right. This is verse 3. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And the archer is the person that's launching the missiles, the people that created the missiles, right? The Lord gave them the knowledge to create these war weapons. All right. But guess what? They all fill in the prophecy of the Lord. Because the Lord works on the left-hand side as well. He works on the right-hand side and on the left-hand side. And he has Satan working on the left-hand side for him. All right? So the Lord, he works on the right-hand side and the left-hand side. So these archers, which are these scientists that create these war weapons, right? The Lord gave them the knowledge to create these war weapons. Hey, man, the Lord is allowing them to do that to fulfill prophecy. Because this place called America has to be destroyed anyway. It's filthy. The Lord has to do a cleansing on the earth. Remember, the Lord did it the first time with water, but this time he's going to do it with fire, man. So they're all working apart for the Lord on the left-hand side. All right. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against them that lifteth himself up in the brigandine, and spare ye not her utter young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Verse 4, thus it says, thus the slain shall fall in the lands of the Chaldeans, which are the Edomites, and they are thrust through her in her streets. Salakia. For Israel have not been forsaken, Judah, it says, nor Judah of the Most High, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Verse 6, flee out of the midst of Babylon. And this is talking about spiritually. This ain't talking about actually taking hiking boots and going into the mountains. That's not what the scripture is talking about. It's talking about spiritually. Because spiritually, the majority of our people, they're embedded in this society. They're not coming out of the ways of Babylon. They're still embedded in it. So when it says flee out of the midst of Babylon, that's talking about spiritually, man. Spiritually, your mind, right? It says flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. See? Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and he will recompense unto her. It says, and he will render, Salakia, unto her a recompense. And that's the thing. The Lord is going to do vengeance, recompense, vengeance, man. All right, pay back. All right. So, hey, man, I'm going to end it there with that. I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Yahweh Kakwadash. Giving double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole for the elect. And shalom to you, sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. Hey, man. Esau's blessing is the sword. World War III is in the Bible. And these videos and things that you're seeing, all right, is basically prophecies being fulfilled, man. They haven't came to pass yet, but they're being fulfilled. There's a lot of rumors of wars. There's a lot of things going on out there, man. All right, and we are not in the time of peace. Jeremiah 30, verse 5 through 7. We're not in the time of peace. We're in the time of fear, right? So, hey, Lord, wonders that was edifying, man. Till next time I say, shalom.